Okay, hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm just gonna put up my hair. Oh, oh wow, this is sexy, Angie. You're doing great, sweetie. I love these new, like what is it called? The scrunchies that has the bows, like this. I think they're so cute. I mean, you're not supposed to have it like I have it, but I think they're so cute. I cannot wait until I can put this up as well. I'm just gonna put my hair away because I'm gonna do a get ready with me and we're gonna use some really Boujee makeup. I brought out I think the most expensive makeup I own. Oh, I need some lip thingy. This is not expensive though. This is Incredible Jelly Shot. I got this in a gloss box. No, I got it in the calendar. But I've been keeping it here by my makeup station so that I can have it on sometimes when my lips are dry when I'm doing my makeup. It's been working really good for that. I don't have anything on and I'm gonna use some of my most expensive makeup and two of these are, that's not two, sweetie. Two of these are first impressions. Two of these are first impressions and that's going to be really interesting because both of them are from Natasha Denona, and you know I told you I don't have my ring on. Let me put my ring on. Oh, I can also show me my dress because I have the most beautiful dress ever on. One sec. And I'm going to pull it down because obviously I have sweatpants, but just look at this dress. This dress is from H&M. I bought it a couple of years ago, but this is definitely my most favorite dress ever. It has cutouts so you can't have a bra with lace, and it's just, I love this one. Let me get my ring. Okay, ring. Let me pull up my dress so I can sit down. Okay, so two of these are first impressions. Let me show you which ones they are. I got the Duo Glow. Maybe you didn't know this, but I am from hillbilly country here in Sweden. I grew up in hillbilly country. So I have the most hillbilly accent ever actually in Swedish, although I have worked most of it off, but glow sounded a bit like I don't want to go into it. So this is the Natasha Denona Dual Glow, and this is in Rayo. It's the pinky one because I'm not tan right now, so I thought I'd try that one. And this is the cranberry palette. I'm so excited. So we're gonna use both of these when I get to it. I'm gonna start with this one. This is an old favorite. This is the Clarin Beauty Flash Balm, the Balm Beauty Eclair. That's not it, sweetie. I'm drinking coffee. I love this. I swear by this. This is actually, let's be honest here, this is pretty much the Pixie Rose Flash Balm. You can even hear about this sound. It's basically the same thing. Oh, that's a lot, sweetie. Calm down. And this is like a moisturizer that has some brightening and just smoothing and definitely tightening things in it. Oh, this smells very old lady Boujee, but I love this one. And I will say that before I found the Pixie Rose Flash Balm, this was a favorite of mine. And I loved it so much. Ooh. And it just really makes your skin feel hydrated and just tightened and just younger. Who doesn't love that? The next thing that I'm gonna use my new sponge from Makeup Geek. I've only used this once and I never wash my sponge in between every use. Do you do that? I do not do that. I also have something here. Do you see that? I don't know what happened there. I don't want to talk about it. This sponge is really nice and squishy. It's a bit more firm. It reminds me a bit about this, the Sigma sponge. It's very smooth. It's a very smooth surface and it does get a lot bigger. That's what he said, trying to convince her. It does get a lot bigger. I'm so sorry. And it's very squishy and it does take up a lot of liquid. I do like this. It is a bit more firm, but it's very smooth and soft and squishy. And I thought first when I touched it that it wasn't going to be, I was like, oh, this is too hard. But actually it turns really soft with water and I do like it. The only thing I don't like is I wish that this tip was smaller because it's really hard to get in with your concealer with this. I feel like this part is a bit too big and I would wish for them to come out with smaller sponges of these just for concealer. I would love that. I love those small concealer sponges. I think they're Emma's balls. We are gonna use the This was one of the foundations that was in the 5 nominated things in the Daisy Beauty Awards of 2019, like one of the best products for 2018. This is the Clarins Skin Illusion Natural Hydrating Foundation. And that was French first, and I was like, nope, let's not. This has SPF 15. This is a dropper foundation. I put this in, I think, actually the 4th place. The only reason why I did that is this is nice. This doesn't hold up on my skin like it's like this, but I don't like an applicator like that. I personally am not the biggest fan of like foundations that are like liquidy like this. I don't hate it, but I don't see like the point. It's also a bit fragranced. I don't dislike that, but I don't think that it's necessary when it comes to foundations. It does, it smells really nice though, and it's not like, it smells fresh, but I don't think you need a smell on a foundation. It does make my skin look really nice. It does make my skin look natural. So I do think that this is a good product. I just thought that the other product was better than this one, basically. But I do think it's nice, and this is pretty much my color. Did I tell you which color I have? I don't think so. Wait, let me... Why don't... What is this? What am I using? I don't know what I'm using. Why isn't there a color on this? There is... Oh, here it is. I didn't see it. I was looking in the bottom and I didn't see it because the light was on, but I have Vanilla 106. This is definitely like my skin tone when I don't have a tan, which I don't have right now. It is yellow. And I like that because I do have a pretty yellow undertone. But this does make my skin look like skin. I would say that this is a light to medium coverage, but I pretty much like that. It does not go entirely matte, but it's also not dewy. I would say it's a natural finish. And I do like it. I think the applicator is a bit annoying. It doesn't last as long as my other foundations. It is a bit expensive and it does have perfume, but it is a nice foundation. Just know that it is a natural finish and it is a light to medium coverage. So if you like a dropper foundation and you don't mind perfume in your products, which I normally don't do, but I don't really see the point in it when it comes to foundation. I really don't. Maybe this could be for you because I do think it's a nice foundation, especially if you like something. You see how fast it worked into the skin and it does look really nice. It's not perfect. Maybe that's what I'm trying to say. It's nice, but it's not perfect, but I will most definitely keep using it because it looks really nice. I do think that this is something that I would like even more in the summer, although I don't have a summer shade, but I could always mix it with something darker because of, this is hair here, because of how natural it looks on the skin. Let me just buff the rest out and we'll do some concealer. The next thing I am going to use is the NARS Soft Matte Concealer in also Vanilla, Light 2. This is very well used. I'm almost out. No, not almost. I have like a fourth left maybe. I'm going to use this new brush by Sigma. This is the Edge Precision P87. They did send these to me. This is like slanted with like a triangle, and I think that this would be really good with like potted concealers. Maybe it's a bit too small though. Oh, maybe this is nice. Yeah, because you can really, you know what? Maybe I like this brush. This is so soft. Okay, I like this brush with this concealer. I normally always buff it out with a brush afterwards anyways. But I do like this for, like it goes really well into the pot. And it picks up nicely and it feels nice under my eyes. Okay, I might like this. This is definitely the most expensive concealer I own. With that being said, I actually don't own that many concealers. But this is my favorite concealer of all time. It is such a beautiful concealer. On me, this looks so pretty. Like, I love how this one looks. And it has like a good coverage, but not like... It's not like that drying, like liquid lipstick texture that some concealers do have nowadays. But I really like this. I really like this. And it's really light. But I did buy this as a winter shade, and also I bought this knowing that I would use it for highlighting, and that's how I like to use concealer. I know that some people are like, concealer should be your skin tone and blah blah blah, and I get it. You do whatever you want to do. I like using concealers like this because this really, according to me, makes my face look even better. And I feel like everyone should like not, like stop telling other people what to do. What you need to do with makeup is find what works good for you and then do that. You don't need to tell other people how they should do their makeup. If they think that you're doing your makeup good, they will try and emulate that. If not, then leave them be. I'm just gonna buff this out with a sponge. That's usually how I do it when I use a brush. I'll just buff it out with a sponge, especially like the edges, because I think it looks more flawless. Now, you see how hard it is to get into the little corner here? Now with this big sponge, but I do like it for other things. Now, I like to leave my concealer on for a bit before I set it with powder. I'm gonna set it with the Hourglass Veil Powder. This is definitely my most expensive powder, and I do like this. I also brought out my locked palette for the rest of my face, except the glow, because I have the Natasha one, but it has some finishing powders and it has this beautiful bronzer right here that really works for me now that I don't have a tan. It's really beautiful and natural, and I really love how it looks. But I usually let my concealer set a bit before I go in with powder, so this is normally the place where I do my brows. I will do my brows off camera because I do have a brow tutorial app now and I'm super excited about that. So I will try and remember to leave that down below, and if I forget to leave it down below, let me know in the comments and I will put it in, because I do have a brow tutorial and that is exactly how I'm gonna do my brows right now, and then I'll be back and we'll do the rest. Okay, brows are done. I'm just gonna take my sponge and just perfect this a bit more before I go in with the powder. And I'm actually going to use my little puff today, my little Linda Hallberg puff, puffy, that I also should be. It's time for a clean again. And today I'm going to use a bit more powder. I don't know why, but I just felt like today was the day. I haven't been using a lot of powders lately, but I will say that this powder is pretty okay when you're using a lot. I also did put some eye primer on, so it's time to get rid of those creases. You see it creases a bit. I let it dry and then I just tap out this crease. And normally now when it dries, it's just a smooth canvas and I won't set it with any kind of bone colored shadow or something like that. Let's have a look at the eyeshadow palette and we can try and do that next. I bought the cranberry palette. That was in the store and I could swatch it. It looks like this. It's so pretty. I actually swatched this in the store and oh my god, it swatched so pretty. Like the shimmers swatched amazingly. And that is the thing though with Natasha Denona, that she swatches like a dream, but on the eyes it isn't always that, like, the swatches are unique, like out of this world, and when you put it on the eyes, it's still beautiful, it's still pretty, but is it as unique? Maybe not. And for me, makeup is about application and how it feels when I put it on, and it does feel a bit better having a bit of Boujee makeup sometimes, not always. Sometimes it feels great to get the same kind of result with something more affordable as well, because I do feel like you can get the same kind of result like on the eyes with something else. I do know some people have said that these kind of shadows like Natasha Denona and Pat McGrath, that they don't have a reaction from them and that they like stick on their eyes longer, like the longevity is longer. I don't have a problem with that at all, but I do know that some people have said that. That is not an issue for me though. So for me, it's like I don't really know, I don't really care. I'm thinking about using these three in the middle. It's like a purple matte, a red matte, and then it's like this peachy, pinky, super beautiful shadow. Oh, this is so beautiful. It's so pretty. Should I have taken a picture of this before I'm digging into it? Yeah, I should. You know what? I'm gonna take a little break and take a picture, because I do need to take a picture of this. And also brush away this powder. I'll come back in a sec. I need to take a picture. Okay, I've taken some pictures. I hope they're okay. Because now I'm gonna dig into it. But actually I'm not, because I'm gonna start with my face, because I do prefer doing my face first. I'm gonna do the bronzer and I'm gonna do maybe this finishing powder just a bit. Before, the only thing is that if you have a big bronzer brush, I don't, it is like, it's not the biggest of a pan, but I can get my bronzer brush in there because I don't have like the biggest bronzer brush, but I totally see why other people would be like, that's a very small pan. What are you doing? Okay, As you can see, this isn't like the most intense bronzer ever. It just gives me a very light bronze look, but I really do love how this one looks. I think it's really pretty. Now let me go into the finishing powder. I'm just gonna get some on here and just buff this out. Okay, let me close that one and we can get into this one. I did open it, it gets fingerprinty right away. Oh, you can see me in the mirror then. Hi! This is the Rayo Duo Glow. This is a blush and highlighter hybrid. Oh, you know how I feel about things like that. So I am gonna go in and put this over my cheeks and cheekbones, I think. I'm just gonna make this. Oh, look at that! Look at that! It's so pretty! Oh, that is... I swatched it in store. I had a very, a beautiful and such a sweet person helping me, and Sephora showing me the new things, letting me know which ones she liked the most. And she was like, when we swatched this, she was like, oh, that would be so pretty on you. And I'm like, stop selling me the things. But she was right. I do love this on me. I think it is, oh, this is so pretty. I'm actually going to use a bit of the highlighter from this one. It's really pretty. This one, the last one. And I'm just going to put it on the absolute tops of my cheekbone, like here. Just a little bit. You see, it just brings a little bit of extra. I had to restart the camera because something was going on with the focus. I don't really know what. I'm just putting a bit here because I do like being glowy all over. I am gonna take the brush I had for finishing powder and I'm just buffing out the part closest to my nose though, because I don't want that part to be too shiny. Too shiny. Okay, I really love how my skin is looking with like the cheeks and the bronzer and everything. Looks really pretty. Now it's time to go into the cranberry palette. I am gonna start with the red one, then I'm gonna take the purple and I'm just gonna make a simple look. Make a simple look. Let me swatch these like shiny colors just so you can see like. Let me see if I can get this to, just so you can see, do you see that? That's the champagne one, that's the like peachy pinky one, and then it's the like the purple one. The purple one would be so pretty as well. I think all three of these are such pretty shadows. Yeah, I don't hate any of them, and that is okay, putting it on my pants like a boss. That's the reason why I picked this one up, because I was like, oh, I could see myself wearing all of those. This one maybe not as much, but the other four I do like it in the palette because it gives a neutral pop to the palette, and maybe that's what it needs. Maybe it needs a neutral pop. I am gonna use, what am I gonna use? I think I'm gonna use this one, although I'm gonna just try and clean it a little bit. I really need to deep clean my brushes. It's been a while. And I don't want to deep clean my brushes too much because most of my brushes that I really love are actually natural haired brushes, except my Sigma ones, of course. And like this one is. Okay, this is pretty. But deep cleaning your natural hair brushes too much is not good for them. Let me see if I can get this to be... Oh, my fiance is home. Let me just put the red on both the eyes and I'll be back. Okay, so I do think that the shadow is really pigmented. I will say though that personally I would have preferred if this shadow was just like a peachy matte, because I feel like this would be even more even if you just had another shadow under. I feel like I might have needed something lighter under to blend it into, because it is pretty and I don't feel like it's super uneven, but I personally maybe won't use these matte shadows on their own again. I would probably use it together with something else, but I do like it. I'm gonna take the darker purple now and just deepen this up to the best of my ability. That is pretty. I feel like the mattes from Natasha Denona are not like full-on opaque at like the get-go, but you have to go in and like build them up and get more on. I don't mind a formula like that as long as you actually can build more on, and I definitely feel like you can build more on. And maybe it's more user-friendly as well when you're working with darker shadows, because I do realize that a lot of people like get a bit scared with like super dark shadows, and you just want to be able to go in with a little at a time. So I do think that it's a nice formula. I personally am more used to shadows that are like super opaque at the get-go, but I do like how this looks. So it's just a bit darker, I hope you can see. I'm gonna do the same on the other eye as well. I feel like Natasha Denona isn't like, at least for me, for like the ones that I've tried so far, I don't think it's the mattes. I don't think it's the mattes, I think it's the shimmers. Because the mattes are fine, they're nice, they're buildable, they're blendable, they're pretty, but they're not worth the price tag, at least according to me. I've tried some really nice mattes in my life, and I feel like they're nice, but they're not worth $100. Obviously, I do have a more expensive makeup item than this as well. I do have the Lila palette. I just felt like since I got this new one and I had a bunch of kind of pricey items that I wanted to just use again, I'll do a get ready with me using some Boujee makeup. But obviously the Lila palette is more expensive than this one, but I mean, it's bigger as well. I'm gonna use some of that purple under my eyes as well before I go in. Oh, I have some fallout. Before I go in with the shimmers. I really love this under my eyes. This looks so pretty. I like this. Isn't this pretty? I like this. This is nice. I'm a fan. I like it. I am gonna use this peachy one now. I'm gonna just use it on my finger because I have noticed that according to me that Natasha Denona looks the best applied with your finger, and I just like doing like more editorial style looks that aren't like super precise. Oh, that is so pretty. Isn't that like super pretty? I'm gonna take it a bit farther up and just blend it into the mattes with my finger. I usually do that with just tapping motions. That is so pretty. I'm gonna use the brush that I had the purple with. I'm gonna take a bit more purple. I'm just gonna blend it over here so I don't get shimmer everywhere. Maybe I got shimmer a bit too far out, but that's fine. YOLO. Oh God, who says that anymore? Oh, stop it. I could definitely use this champagne color in my inner corners, but I'm actually gonna use, where I put it? The, like the one I have on my cheeks. The Rayo, I'm actually going to use that one just on a pencil brush just to get a bit of maybe I want it to be a bit lighter because this is shiny, but maybe I want a bit lighter. Maybe I will put this over anyways. I don't know where I want now. Oh, this together with the pink turned into really nice icy pink. Okay, I like this. Because I didn't want anything like stark white, but I still wanted something that was a bit shiny and maybe a tad lighter. So I do think that this is really, really pretty. I don't have, because I used to have a mascara from, what is it called? by Terry, but I actually used that one up, so I don't have it anymore. I'm gonna use, I think I do have one of the Marc Jacobs pencils, but I think that this is the second most expensive I have. This is the Makeup Forever Aqua XL liners. I really like them, and now that I have this look on, I'm definitely wearing this purple one. It's like a lavender, it's M92, and I think that oof, this one maybe needs a bit of sharpening. And I really like these. These are some of my favorite pencils. And the reason why I'm not using the Marc Jacobs ones, I think that one is really nice too. I got it as a sample and it's brown, so I'm not going to use that one. I think that that looks really good. It almost looks white now together with this bright purple, but still has a hint. I really like it. I am going to do some mascara. And I think I'm going to do some liner as well. I'm using the NYX Epic Ink Liner now because I don't even have any other, I think. Do I? I don't think so. And I'm going to use the Colourpop Mascara. These are totally not the most Boujee things I have. It's just what's in my rotation right now. So I'm going to put those on and maybe I'll fix my hair as well before I get back and we can do the lippy and the falsies because I have some new falsies I want to try. I think that will be it. Yeah, I'm gonna put the liner and the mascara and fix the hair and I'll be right back and we can do the last steps. Listen, I don't know shit about hair, but I think that this turned out pretty okay. Right? It's okay. I think so. I'm gonna use... I brought some lippies out just to show like my Boujee collection. What is this? What? I don't know how I feel about... Is it very flat over here? Okay. This is what it's looking like right now. Maybe I should curl this part up a bit. Maybe I'll do that. I have some Marc Jacobs. I have two of the Le Marc lip creams. Maybe I'll use one of those to be honest. And then I just want to show you that I do have some... Maybe I want to use this one. I do have some by Terry things as well. Let me show you what I have and let you know how I feel about them. First of all, I have two of the balms from Hyaluronic Sheer Rouge. I have two of them from by Terry. One of them is like a orange, it's called Mango Tango, and then one is called Be Red, it is a red. These are pretty, they're like, the red one is really opaque and the Mango Tango one is a bit more sheer. They're like balms. They're really pretty. I could definitely see myself using the Mango Tango to be honest. And then I have two of the Le Marc lip creams. I have them in Truth or Bear and Fawn over me. One is more pink and one is more like peachy nude. To be fair, the pink could work really good with this look as well. And then I like these a lot. I got one of them in PR and I bought one of them myself. I think they're really nice. I don't like the smell though. These I think are, wow, I got some on myself. These I think are really nice, but they're not better than any other satin liquid lipstick. I'll be honest. I think the Colourpop satin liquid lipstick are just as good, let's be honest. And then I have one of these, this one is really nice. This is the Twist on Lip by Terry. If you don't like a lip like this, you probably won't like it, but it's like a lip liner and lipstick all in one. I do like the, I like that it's like equally like enough. How do you put it? Like it's not, like they're equally big on both sides. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's easier to put on. I have used this and it's really pretty on the lips. I actually kind of like that. Wow, that was hard to like take down. And then I have two of these Rouge Expert Click Sticks. These are spectacular. I have, this one was in, I've had this on my lip. It's really pretty. It's pink and plum. And these are in, oh, here it is. Flesh number 6. Really pretty. And then it's Bear number 3. Also really pretty. Should I have this one? You know what I feel like? I feel like I want to have the balm because I really do like that one in the Mango Tango. I'm just going to put a lip liner on. Let me put a lip liner so I can put this one, and I'm also going to put a pair of falsies on. This is the Lish Lash. I got both of these from Maggie, Margareta Grass here on YouTube. We met for the Daisy Beauty Awards and I gave her some stuff and she gave me some stuff, and she wanted me to try two of her favorite lashes. This is Lish Lash in, I don't know which ones they are. They don't say it here which ones these are, which is a bit weird, but this style right here, I don't know what style it is because it doesn't say on the packaging. It's very dramatic. And then it's this one, Feline Lashes in Savannah. They look like this. maybe I'll put these ones on. I think these would be the best. So I'm gonna put these one on, the Feline Lashes in Savannah, and I'm gonna put the Mango Tango on, and I'll be back and we can do the final chit chat about how I feel. Oh, and I have a setting spray. Let's see if I remember that. Probably not. I'll put it here up front. Okay, so this is the finished look, and I think I look really nice. So this is the Mango Tango on. It is, I don't want to say it's like a glossy lipstick because it's not really glossy. It's more like balmy. It's called a balm, right? Hyaluronic Sheer Rouge. I think it's called a balm. It's more balmy, but it's not entirely opaque, but you can see that you get some color out of it, and it's really pretty. I do like these lashes as well, these Savannah ones. I think they're really pretty on. They are slightly like the iconic Lights by House of Lashes. They're just more like a faux mink, because they're not mink. These are cruelty-free silk lashes, Feline Lashes. I think they're actually a Swedish brand, and they do have cruelty-free silk lashes. They're like faux minks, so they're not as structured as the iconic Lights, but they do give a similar effect, and I do like it. Let me put on some setting spray. This is probably the most unnecessary purchase I've ever done in my life. This is the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. I think this is the most expensive setting spray I own, and I don't like the mist of this. And I know a lot of people will be like, because I think it's too fine. You see that? And I don't feel it. I don't feel it, and I want to feel it. Like, is something happening? Am I getting something on my skin? I don't know. It doesn't feel like it. Like, I like a fine mist, but this is just too fine. This is nothing. I feel like I don't do anything, and also still I see that I get, this is illuminating because it has some sparkles in it, and I don't know how I feel about that, but I just don't like the spray. Maybe when I run out of a setting spray and a spray that I like, maybe I'll put this one and that one instead, because I mean, I don't mind a little sparkle on my skin. It does make me look illuminated. I just wish it was a bit more intense. I don't want to be attacked, because I don't want an attacky spray. I just feel like this is too subtle. I'm like, what are you doing? Nothing. Yeah, that was everything. I wanted to say that I really do enjoy both of the products that I got from Natasha Denona. I feel like my skin is looking beautiful, especially together with this Hourglass palette. Like, these two together were like goals. I really like this. I like the palette as well. I think the eye look is pretty. Maybe I won't be using this palette on its own. I do feel like I will like it even more if I use it together with other things, but I do like how my look is looking, and I do love the combo between the peach, the pink, and the purple. You know that I love that, so I do really appreciate the color story of this palette. I think it's absolutely stunning, and overall I really like this. Do I feel like Boujee makeup is better than non-expensive makeup? Like, no. Overall, no. There are some categories, maybe I should do a video about that. Like, what categories do I feel like I could see myself spending more money on? Because there are categories that I'm like, ooh, I've had better luck with like more expensive things. Maybe I can do a video like that. Like, what categories do I prefer spending more money on? Let me know if you would like to see a video like that, because I could totally do it. But overall, I really like my look. I do like all of the things that I've used today. Some of them are more like, they're okay, like a foundation. It's nice, it's okay, it's worth the price. Maybe not. You could buy good foundations at a lesser price. Same with the setting spray, like, it's okay. But yeah, I think that was everything. I think it was everything. Did I forget to mention something? I don't think so, because I have the lippy on. Oh yeah, I do have a lip pencil on as well. It's the nude lip pencil by Gerard Cosmetics. It's what I have on. It's like a peachy nude. It's really beautiful. Do love the Gerard Cosmetics lip liner. They're really smooth, really smooth. That's everything. I'm gonna stop blabbering and just get on with my day. I'm gonna film 2 more videos, and then I'm gonna go out and buy some plants. Actually, so I will see you in my next video, which is probably gonna be really soon. Don't forget to subscribe if you don't want to miss what's coming up on my channel, and I will see you soon. Bye!